Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Oh, I thought you were going to start singing.
You must have known I wasn't going to, because this is our third take.
I thought one of them you would eventually get you to start singing.
Morning meeting, here we go. I'm feeling low because I was on the phone for 2 hours.
I told you not to mention that.
I'm not going to go into the details. I'm just going to say there's a certain airline out there.
Allison, stop.
That's all I'm saying.
Our chit chat today is not Allison's customer service review of anyone that she's talked to today. Instead,
I have been Googling small claims court.
No,
I'm not worried anymore.
No.
It's going
to be have a sip. Have a sip of your tea.
Do you know if they don't show up, guess what? That could have chipped a tooth.
That would have been really upsetting.
A lot of energy.
I was at the doctor's office today just getting my checkup and got my tetanus booster and my, or whatever it is, tetanus for the next
shot.
The next go for the next 10 years, and my flu shot, and this arm.
Is it painful?
Painful. The shots themselves didn't hurt at all. I was like, oh, there's a little butterfly shot. But now it's...
Yeah. I have my last rabies shot tomorrow, so I feel your pain yesterday.
Oh, because today's Thursday, and tomorrow is Wednesday, and today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
We are trying
Michael J. Fox, is that you? We're Back to the Future.
We're trying not to turn on the heat, and we're filming this when it is in, it goes from 40 to 77 in a space of 12 hours, and we're in the part where it's 40.
It's very cold.
Alexa, what is the temperature?
66 degrees Fahrenheit.
66? It feels so much colder, doesn't it?
That's not true.
Not here.
That's not true.
If you want to get up, I've got a thermostat in my bedroom that'll say exactly what it is in the cabin.
I'm so glad you said
it's not 66.
I do not want to get up. So thank you for giving me that suggestion.
It's definitely not 66 in the cabin.
It's not 66.
Or outside.
You know what it is? It's 66 in the area, but we're underneath trees, so it gets so cold.
Well, we're up against the mountain, in the shade of the mountain. There's no way it's 66.
Our ice and snow are the last to melt in the spring. Like, you'll drive around the village, drive around the mountain, everything else is green, there's flowers, and then you come up our street and it's like berms of snow. Not even joking.
I'm just going to get up for a second and see what the temperature actually
Wait, you were being sincere about that?
I have a
what is it? What is it? What does it sound like? How many syllables? Well, I have you here. Oh.
Okay. I brought the temperature reader that I have in my room. What is it called?
It's called a thermostat.
I thought thermostat is what changes the
Speaking
temperature.
of which, you're getting your thermostat fixed in your car tomorrow. You should know what it is.
No, the thermostat is what regulates the temperature. It's not what reads the temperature.
A thermometer?
There it is. The thermometer is what you use on your forehead, not in a
Alexa,
room.
what's a thermostat?
It doesn't look like your device supports that yet.
Not yet.
Here's the thing.
I think a thermostat
English is our second language. Twin language is our first. And sometimes we get confused, but you know what I'm saying.
All right, so the temperature reader that I have in my room says, oh, now it says 68, but it did say 65 not 2 minutes ago. It's just because it's in my hot little hands. But if I were to place it down, it's definitely not. The point is, it's not 66, at most 65. Alexa, what is the weather for Thursday?
On Thursday, September 28th, there will be mostly sunny weather, with a high of 73 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 36 degrees.
Yeah, it's my 36.
36.
Is what it feels
36
like. It feels
more accurate.
Very 36.
Absolutely more accurate.
We'll land on that. Let's land on that.
Speaking of accurate, well, I'm the MC for this episode, so I'll decide where and how we land.
Dare I have an independent thought?
You can have all the thoughts you want, just don't voice them.
You're going to edit it. I know.
Allison's in a really salty mood.
I hate everybody. And by that, I mean everybody. I had a very upsetting 2-hour phone call. And I was like, listen to me. And I kept saying my point.
See, Allie, here's the problem. You still think we're operating with the customer service.
It's clearly AI.
Policies from, yesteryear where the customer's always right. Now it's the customer.
Honestly, this customer
not
care professional was trained to repeat the same thing, so I felt like I was in an asylum. Every time I would make these great points and wait for a response. Pause. The exact same thing the person had said before. I was like, no, like, let's say the person's name was AI. We'll just call the person AI. AI was like, I am sorry, we're not going to refund this because of, we did this and you did this. Okay, but let me explain. What really happened was blah, 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 and that's blah, 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 blah. I am sorry, we are not going to refund this because we did this and you did this. No, but did you hear me, AI? Did you hear me?
You just cut and paste yours and just be like, and this is our new eternity, guys. This is what we'll be. I
was on for 2 hours. What do you think I was doing? And I kept throwing questions back. So looking at your computer, can you answer this for me? Crickets. Can you answer this for me? Crickets. Just looking at your computer, can you tell me this? Trying to track.
Looking at your computer, were you asking them like where the A was on their keyboard, or what were you saying looking at your computer?
No, because they were like, we can't refund that because according to our records, on this date you did this and on this date, and I'm referring to something that happened a year ago. So I was like, yeah, but go back on your computer, go back a year, and then tell me what you see. When you go back a year, what do you see?
No, Allison.
And that's what they said.
That's not how customers.
Are you AI?
A new part-time job. I was in the living room handling customer service for a certain airline that won't be.
I'm telling you though, Sen. I'm telling you.
All right, let me tell you.
It's not funny.
Let me tell you.
It's not funny.
I had a doctor's appointment today, and whenever I have a doctor's appointment, one of my very favorite restaurants like in the world is near my doctor's office. And so I knew that's where I was going to grab. In fact, I planned my whole doctor's appointment around so that I could go to lunch first. I made it for 2 o'clock.
I went too.
I was going to say, Allison decided to come along.
Well, it's my second favorite place, so I love it. It's very good. Very good.
What's your first favorite?
Oh, we'll save that for another episode.
Okay. Well, anyway, so I wanted to say that when we got...
You just said, okay? That was your response, was okay?
Okay. We'll save it for another time.
No, do you want to... You have 3 guesses.
Listen, you bored to play. You said we'll do it a different episode? We're not doing it now.
What do you guys guess?
That's not what we're talking about.
Sounds like
Stop.
2 syllables.
Listen. Joker's Paradise. Omelet.
Republique. That was a pizza, but I changed my mind halfway through.
I'm not even going to take the bait on that. Here's what I wanted to say. It's really hot.
But please finish your story because it's a good one.
So we went to my favorite restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants for lunch.
Second favorite.
And we were looking at the menu, trying to decide what, I was thinking to myself, what, do I want to get a Mexican pizza? It's a Mexican restaurant. Do I want to get Mexican pizza today, or do I want to get a tostada? And Allison was like,
a burrito bowl.
Allison said, can I? Yeah, Allison, ironically, hysterically enough, on the way there was like, I'm going to try their burrito bowl. Someone else had it last time I was there. And it looked really good.
No, they had a burrito, but I was like, that would be really good if it didn't have
No, I knew that, but for the sake of the story, I just thought, can we just have a little bit of like, just
stretching the
just
truth.
The writer's license.
Stretching
writer's license. Let's just keep it, like, it's okay. The person next to her had a burrito, and she thought if that wrapper wasn't there and they put it in a bowl, I bet
that was actually funnier. And you know what I mean? That lands funnier.
No one's trying to land funny. We're trying to be accurate to the inaccuracy.
We're trying to be as accurate in our lives as possible.
We just want to accurate lives.
Be as truthfully dishonest
as we possibly can be.
Possible.
So, long story short, the waitress, Allison and I literally, right before the waitress came,
I know what you're gonna
literally, Allison was like, should we try a platter?
We're gonna be adventurous and get things we never got
Allison was like, should we try a platter of refried beans? Would you want to share that with me? And I was like, yeah, okay, because I was thinking about getting, and the waitress comes like, I remember you guys.
Like, I remember
2 cheese enchiladas, side of guacamole, and steamed tortillas with butter. And we're like, yeah!
Okay. Because that's what we had the last time. She remembered though.
It was, and it was maybe 6 months ago, wasn't it?
Two or three. It was during the summer.
No, it was a long time ago.
These days feel long. It was 2 months.
It was, you've been since I've been.
I know. I did want to bring your attention to that. I was there last week and had nachos.
I haven't gone since before, like, Balboa Island. I literally have not gone.
And that was July. Do you know we're in September? That's 2 months
at the end of September. That was 6 months ago. So then, after we had the meal that the waitress ordered for us, we went to, Allison was like, because Allison, you have been there since I've been there, and you're like, you want to get a caramel apple because last time you were there, you got a caramel apple.
I said last week I was there, like 5 days ago. Yeah.
So Allison was like,
in actual accurate time.
So Allison was like, let's go get a caramel apple because she'd gotten one before.
I said I didn't say caramel. I said caramel because who says caramel?
So anyway, we go into the apple place, and the woman's like, "Oh, the twins are here." She's like, "You're back. Where have you been? Forever.
6 months at least."
Anyway, it was
2 months. I
guess you had to be there, but it was a fun moment.
Well, it was fun to be part of a community, and maybe we should move to that.
Well, it was fun to feel missed. Like they were like, "Where have you been?" I'm like, "Oh wow." So you've got to sit up straight. You got to lean forward.
Okay.
We got to be on the same plane.
Here we go.
Why you look like you're 3 inches shorter than me?
I am sitting up. I couldn't sit up higher unless I stood. All right, next. Cabin tour.
Hey guys, cabin tour day. Today's the day that you've all been waiting for.
All right.
Allison wants to start it from where we're sitting. Maybe you're going to see the perspective if we were to turn to our right.
There's Cinnamon's couch.
And also the television, which is on top of my grandma and grandpa Sparks' armoire. Straight ahead of us,
you can see there's my couch. We have some Sparks original paintings and
a little cedar chest that I did some of the painting on, if you can see it from this angle.
That's our little kitchen, right. Very quirky.
All right, so if you look to our left,
the kitchen's very quirky. It's like such an old oven that came with the place, and obviously didn't have a dishwasher till we bought our dishwasher. But it's part of the charm. It's a very quirky little kitchen, and it's that back door. And when you open that back door, it's what's on the other side that is the selling point.
All right, but before you go outside, if you go down the hallway,
beautiful bathroom they remodeled right before we moved in, so we love all of the new features in the bathroom. But to the right is my room.
Allison's palatial room.
It's not that palatial until you see Cinnamon's, I guess, and then it does look a little palatial. But and
you keep the doors closed because you've got your little cats in there.
I've got 2 cats that I always pictured the cats and the dogs would all get along, but no, they fight like cats and dogs.
And there's my little room, which with my little bed. Usually I've got at least 2 dogs on my bed because Honey during the daytime loves to sleep on my bed. Max, if he sees Honey on my bed,
he comes running in.
And then Teddy Bear has first dibs. So
best view in the entire cabin.
Well, yes, I have to say I love my view.
Look at that view. Look at that view.
I do love my view. So that's the cabin tour, but the real fun is outside.
Right here it is, opening that back door.
So we use as much of the outdoor space as possible. I try to sit outside for at least 20 minutes a day for vitamin D. Allison, I go
off in the forest quite a bit. I'm a forest person.
You do, and so do I, but you do more than I do.
I love the forest, and if or when I leave the mountains, that's what I'm like. The forest is calling, and it's calling my name. Or what's the John Muir quote? Save that for another day. But yeah.
Shout outs. We want to shout out Shani.
Shani in England.
Shani is watching our show in England, and because of the time difference, she watches it at night, which means we don't only have a morning show, we also have a late night talk show. Ho! Hey! What did you call me?
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Thinking of you, Lovey.
Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. We'll see you for Fun Friday tomorrow.
And remember, do unto others.
Love Bug thinking about you as you would have them do unto you.
Oh, you can hear the coyotes.
The coyotes. Max is answering the coyotes.
It's starting. It's been a really rough day.
Anyway.
And that means it's just starting here on this Thursday as the sun rises. I hope you enjoy. Happy Thursday.
Start each day.
Hope it was better than Tuesday.